Hey, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I am using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterle. All right. So as always, my intention for this reading is just to get an overview of the week ahead and get some kind of fresh ideas, inspiration, insights into the upcoming week. All right, so the first card I'm going to turn over will represent Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And the card we got here is the Knight of Cups. All right, so this is a fun one to get. I'm happy to see this this card here. So Knight of Cups for the beginning of the week. The Knights are all about movement and moving forward. And the Suit of Cups it represents the element of water and the realm of emotions and relationships and creativity. So I see the Monday, Tuesday, the beginning of the week, I see this as a time to really wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't be afraid to really be emotional, to tap into your emotions, particularly for inspiration. So if you're working on some sort of a creative project or a writing project, or even if you're navigating some relationship issues, really tuning into your feelings and your emotional realm is what's going to help you get a sense of clarity and momentum. And I also see this card as kind of a romantic card. The Knight of Cards is a romantic. So this knight is a little bit idealistic. They have a lot of hopes, a lot of dreams, especially when it comes to love and romance and relationships. So this character can be very romantic. They can be very heartfelt and expressive and really good at communicating their feelings, but at the same time, their dark side is that they sometimes have this fantasy and this sense of idealism when it comes to people in relationships and romantic relationships. So this card seems to be saying, tune into your emotions at the beginning of the week, if that feels right for you, and notice if you are projecting your fantasies and ideals onto others in your life, particularly where romantic relationships are concerned. Because sometimes that is what creates misery for us. If we have expectations that we want others to meet, that can quite often create stress and unhappiness. And this particular Knight of Cups, she looks a little unhappy. She looks like she's emoting. She looks like she's really kind of thinking about something as she rides her horse. So let's look at the middle of the week. So Wednesday and Thursday, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got a major arcana card for the middle of the week. The Wheel of Fortune is telling us that there's always going to be ups and downs, and change is constant. Things are always going to be changing and shifting. And just know that nothing stays the same forever. And if you're able to really be centered within yourself, really grounded, really connected to yourself, then you're going to be able to ride those ups and downs with a certain sense of ease and almost nonchalance. If you're not centered within yourself, then the ups and downs are going to pull you this way and that way. And life can feel chaotic even when it's not really that chaotic. So I don't know if you've had that experience of having like a minor stressful thing happen and it feels like a major thing. And it's usually because you're not grounded, you're not centered within yourself. So something small can kind of throw you off balance. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying, take time this week to really ground and center. And know that everything changes. Everything's always shifting. This is both good news and bad news, because it means sometimes the things that we want to cling to and the things that keep us feeling stable will change over time. And also the things that aren't working and the things that we're struggling with today won't necessarily be a problem tomorrow or in a few weeks or months. Let's look at the last card, which is for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Four of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Pentacles is, it's an interesting card. I want to compare it a little bit to the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups, when I look at the Knight of Cups, I thought, okay, here is someone who is not afraid to share what they're feeling. They're not afraid to share their hopes and dreams and fantasies with others. The Four of Pentacles is very different. So the woman on the Four of Pentacles is very introverted, but not necessarily in a good way. It's like she wants to keep things to herself because she's afraid of revealing parts of herself to others. So she wants to keep everything tucked away, everything hidden. This also can be a card that represents hoarding, which can happen when you're afraid that there's not enough to go around. You want to keep things, you want to hoard. What I'm getting from this card, though, is ask yourself this. Do you feel safe enough to share your hopes and dreams with those that you're close to? Your close friends, family members. Do you feel like you can open up to them and share your most intimate hopes and dreams with them? Or do you feel like you have to remain guarded? And another question, is there something within you that you would like to share with others? Some kind of gift, some kind of talent or skill that you want to share with the world that you aren't sharing with the world because you feel like it's just not safe to. You just want to kind of keep it locked inside because it feels too vulnerable or too frightening to share it. And you don't necessarily, the Four of Pentacles isn't telling you that you have to share this thing or that you should, but it's just saying be aware of this. Be aware of it. Start to develop some awareness of this. That's just what the Four of Pentacles is asking you to do. There's a time and a place, I think, to conserve things. There's a time to keep things to yourself, keep things under wraps. And then there's a time to open up and share. The Knight of Cups can sometimes be too open and too revealing and too emotional. Just like the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be too conservative and too introverted and protective. Okay, so let's look at all three cards together. And I'm looking for patterns here with the cards. I'm looking for symbols. And nothing is jumping out at me except for the circles on the pentacles, the circles in her glasses, the circles within the circles in the Wheel of Fortune. There's not really any circles on the Knight of Cups except for her hoop earring. And I guess if you look at the cup, the rim of the cup is a circle. So the circle thing is appearing on a lot of cards. I'm not 100% sure what that symbolizes for us. But just zooming out and looking at all of these cards together, I get the sense that this is a week of forward movement. So the Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, they're saying, things are moving, things are shifting, things are changing, you're moving forward. In some ways you're moving forward and you're making progress, and in some things you're maybe spinning your wheels and repeating things and kind of going around and around. That's normal. That happens. And the Four of Pentacles to me looks like a block. This is the thing that can kind of be the stick in your wheel, or the stick in your spokes. This is the thing that kind of can trip you up, is feeling like that sense of, I can't share this, or I can't say this, I need to keep this to myself. Maybe even a sense of hoarding, like not wanting to share something. That is what's going to kind of slow you down this week. So just being aware of that and being aware of how that might function in your week. But all in all, looks like an interesting week. I'm excited to see how it will unfold. And I do want to say one more thing. When I was talking about the Wheel of Fortune, I was saying how it's all about, getting grounded, getting centered. And with the Four of Pentacles, she's actually pretty grounded. Her feet are flat on the floor. They're actually on the two pentacles. But sometimes I think there's a difference between being grounded in a healthy, stable way and being too grounded, where we're like afraid to take flight. So I think there's kind of a theme here with kind of being able to work with that and balance those two things out. But all in all, an interesting week. So thank you so much for watching, and feel free to share your own observations and thoughts in the comments below. And I hope that you have a wonderful week. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I post these videos every week. And if you want to learn more about tarot card reading, check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com.